Away from that, persons who could not find their names on the special voters roll in the early voting exercise will have another opportunity to exercise their franchise on Sunday.
Now, several people in the over 127,000 voters list could not find their names at constituencies they were scheduled to vote, creating confusion in some instances. Now, the Electoral Commission and members of the Inter-Party Advisory Committee, IPAC, agreed to the new date after a closed-door meeting. The EC will not speak to the new date, but the parties are happy with the decision.
Past 8 and we are here at the Electoral Commission headquarters where an inter-party advisory committee meeting just ended. Election was fraught with a lot of challenges, with some security personnel and Electoral Commission officials and some members of the media complaining about not seeing their names on the voters roll. But it looks like that issue has been resolved right now at the IPAC meeting we just ended. The NDC's campaign coordinator Kofi Adams just left this place. You can see members of the press also having some interviews with some other people who were in that meeting. Well, the consensus is that people who could not vote today, that's the 1st December, will be enabled to take part in another special voting exercise on Sunday. So if you couldn't take part in that election, it is happening again on Sunday and you'll be given a chance to exercise your franchise. Let's listen to Peter McMano.
The decision today is that we should give them the opportunity to exercise their franchise on Sunday, okay, where they will go through another voting process. And we believe that between today and Sunday, they could sort themselves out. And if they have to travel, then they will travel. Then those whose names did not appear at all, we will appeal. An appeal should be made to the IGP to send them to security operations at places near where they are on the main register, so that they could vote early and perform their security functions. Then the BVDs that were used today, the biometric verification devices, the returning officers would assemble there together with our agents and press the F1 button to know the number of people, the stock of people who voted today and those who voted with manual, and know the number of voters who voted. Then they will cancel out, which have been done, the barcodes. So the decisions have been arrived to bring integrity.
The NDC's Kofi Adams says he's happy with the decision that have been made today.
To do with the special voting, there were some persons who claimed that they couldn't find their names in the register, that's the special voter register, when they went to the polling station, even though their names were on the first list that was prepared. And this was because information came quite late that the fact that you are placed on a special voter list didn't mean that you could vote anywhere. Now, even though you are on the special voter list, you still needed to go to your original constituency where you registered. That is, if you didn't transfer a vote, to go and cast your special ballot. So, based on this misunderstanding, we agree that for such persons, opportunity be given them on Sunday to be able to go and vote, because some have to travel long distances, some from Accra here to all the way to the north, some from the north to the south, and so they will be given the opportunity to vote on Sunday. And that was the decision. I think the Electoral Commission tried explaining to us that the people misunderstood the fact that once you applied to be a special voter, what it meant was that you could vote anywhere of your choice, and that based on that, people who are in Accra here and apply to be special voters, even though they are registered voters in other constituencies outside of Accra, thought that they could vote in Accra here. Now it's been explained to the heads of the security that that is not the case, and that you cannot vote anywhere. You will have to vote where you actually originally registered. So if you applied in Accra here, yes, your application has been accepted, but you must go back to your original constituency to go and exercise that right. So that explanation was given. We were also told that some quasi-security agencies did not even apply at all. They did not submit any list to EC, so they have no business complaining. So for such persons, arrangement will have to be made by the heads of the security to either allow them to vote early or be posted to places where they already register to vote, so they can cast their ballot early and also perform duties on the election day.
Okay, but is the NDC party happy about this decision?
Sure, we are now satisfied with the explanation. We are quite worried today when we're getting calls from all over the military, the police, the immigration, all of them saying presence that we cannot find our names, even though we have our names in the original list, the one that they are using to vote, we can't find our name. So it created a kind of problem. But now they have explained, we are satisfied with the explanation. Every member that was present, the MPP, NDC, NDP, PNC, and the PPP, and all the parties that were there were really satisfied with the explanation, and we think that we can overcome this challenge.
Reporting for Joy News, Maxwell Agbaba.
And moving away from yesterday's special voting, the Supreme Court has granted a request by businessman Alfred Agbeshi Woyome to have his oral examination by former Attorney General Martin Amidu put on hold pending the determination of his application to the court challenging its decision to allow the oral examination.
Justice Enini Yeboah in his ruling said it was important for examination to be put on hold since the pending matter could have a substantial impact on what was before him. Hearing has therefore been adjourned to December 15. Meanwhile, businessman Alfred Agbeshi Woyome is to appear on December 6 to challenge the earlier court ruling allowing the oral examination.
And that's it for the AM News for now. You know, we've got lots more stories. There are a few of the newspapers working on a holiday, so we'll review some of the newspapers, but we've got the online portals that we're also going to visit.
Sure.
And we have your messages as well. Keep them coming through on 0560 800,000. Also on WhatsApp, Joy News. Look for our page and send us messages.
Sure. And we'll be back with the newspapers right after this.